Hi everyone, welcome to Old Town Tarot. My name is Ryan and I'm so happy you can join me this evening. I'd like to welcome all the first time viewers to this channel and also welcome back anyone who's been before. Thank you so much for joining me, I really do appreciate it. This channel is dedicated to tarot readings that provide positive insights and guidance to assist you in creating a really rich and meaningful life. I use the tarot cards to identify your greatest strengths, the opportunities you have and challenges, and I also like to offer my suggestions on how you might want to approach these topics in your day-to-day life. This is going to be a general reading, however I do offer personal readings on my website, oldtowntarot.com, so if you're interested in booking a reading with me, please check it out, the link will be below the video. But let's get started on tonight's reading. This is going to be for the different star signs, so we're going to have 12 different cards. And I'm just going to start by shuffling the cards, and then we'll see what messages want to come through. Okay. Okay, so we're going to start here with Aries, and this is the first card. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords. This is quite a challenging card. This deals with mental conflict and feeling like you're stuck somewhere. Generally not a fantastic card to get in a reading, but I guess what this would suggest is, you're going to come out of this bind soon. If you have been feeling trapped, like this woman here, trapped in ropes, blindfolded, you can't really see where you're going, this would indicate that in the near future you will be able to move beyond that. So today I would say look for any opportunities where you can release yourself from anything that's holding you back. Hopefully if you are able to look at things differently or find a new perspective, you'll be able to kind of release yourself from this trapped energy. So hopefully you can move beyond that. Okay, this is for Taurus. We have the Seven of Swords. So this is the card that actually precedes this card. Okay, this is a card that can have a few different meanings. It could mean deception and trickery. It could mean betrayal and cheating. On a more positive note, it could actually also mean strategy and thinking strategically. So what I would say to you here is, well, in fact, let's do a clarification on this one, because to me, that's quite open-ended. So let's just get some more clarity. What does the Seven of Swords here have for Taurus? Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, the Moon, and the Six of Wands. So what this would say to me is there's definitely something hidden from you. The Moon is all about something that you can't see. It's something that's kind of been disguised. It's occluded from you. You can't actually see where you're going. And this is definitely about illusion. So something will be coming to light. The Moon will shed light on this situation. There is also the King of Swords, who is all about strategic thinking, analytics. And then you've also got the Six of Wands, which is about victory. So to me, this would actually come as more of a positive card, and it would suggest that today you have to actually prioritize yourself a little bit more. So in order to find this victory and basically unearth this truth, the King of Swords, by the way, is also about truth. He is like the ultimate card of truth. You're going to have to think strategically and put yourself first. So definitely, if you are going into a new business venture, or you've got something going on at work, or you're working on a new project, definitely try and get yourself across. Think about how the outcome's going to affect you, and if there's anything that you can do in a sort of strategic way that would benefit you, definitely do it. I'm not saying you have to be selfish and that you can't help other people, but today is a day for yourself and putting your own needs first. Okay, Gemini, we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so this would suggest to me that you have been working on something recently you've been on a journey, and you are definitely feeling overwhelmed right now. You're feeling burdened by this pressure, by this task that's on your shoulders that almost feels insurmountable. You can see in this card that the man trying to pick up the sticks, he can barely gather them all up. There's too much on his plate, and there's just too much happening. So I think what this would suggest to me is that you have to simplify things. The good news is that the 10 in any deck is all about the end of a cycle. So if you have been kind of struggling along the path of a project, or you've been trying to finish something and it just feels like it keeps going on and on and on, this card would suggest that the end is in sight. And if you're able to delegate, get rid of some of these wands and kind of lighten the workload, then that's going to help you finish this task. So if you can delegate today, get other people to give you a little helping hand, then I would definitely go for it. Okay, next we have Cancer, and we have the Ten of Swords. Lots of swords today. Ten of Swords is also about an ending, and this could be about a betrayal. This could be about something that is pinning you down, almost in the way that we see here that the figure on the ground, he's literally been stabbed in the back. So it feels like there could be some betrayal here. There's a sense of not being able to pick yourself up off the ground, and you feel hurt. This is definitely emotional and mental strain, and you feel like you've been hurt emotionally. So what I would suggest is that focus on yourself and try and get to the root cause of this problem. If you can find out what it is that's actually pinning you down, you should be able to remove it and then move on. And this is definitely going to happen. It's the 10, you're coming to the end of a cycle here, and even though you might be feeling a little bit bruised, a little bit hurt, you will be able to move on from that. Okay, now we have Leo. Ooh, we have the Death card for Leo. Interesting. So the Death card can represent a few different things. It can represent physical death, but that's actually not a very common meaning in a reading. There has to be other cards that come out with that to represent that. This card to me definitely represents a transformation, and this is the sort of idea that life is cyclical. So things come round in circles, and as the seasons change, new things grow, and then they die, and they grow and they die. So we're kind of on this karmic cycle, and death is really just part of life. So in order to move on to the next step, you're going to have to shed something, you're going to have to release something, and something's going to have to change for you. So what this would say to me is there's a change coming in, and it will potentially be quite shocking. It can be a bit of a sort of upset. Sometimes we do, as humans, find it difficult to adapt to new situations or to accept when something's coming to an end, but definitely try and go with it and not against it, because if you try and resist it, it's just going to persist and hurt more. So if you can actually just go with the flow, go with the change, you'll find that you can actually just do it more seamlessly. You can just kind of go with the river, don't try and swim upstream, just go with it, and it will take you to a new place, a much better place. So this is actually a good card for you. Okay, now we have Virgo. We have the Star. Wow, lovely card. Really love the Star. The Star can represent hope and dreams, and a dream being fulfilled. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting here with the Star for you. It feels like if you've been wishing on something and waiting on something to happen, you've been trying to manifest something, it could be a big dream, it could be something you've been thinking about for quite a while now. This shows that it could be coming for you today. So something that you've been working on, something that you have been dreaming about, there's definitely potential for it to materialise and to come into fruition in this physical realm. So definitely stay focused on your manifestations, stay focused on the positive things that you're trying to bring into your life, and if you're just consistent and persistent, it will come. So great card, very, very positive card, that one. Okay, now we're going to look at Libra. Oh, okay. So we have the Three of Swords, not a fantastic card. This card definitely represents heartbreak, it can represent grief and sorrow, and definitely emotional upset. So just watch out for that today. If you are feeling a little tender about something that's happened, just know that it will pass. These storm clouds in the back, they do pass. Every cloud passes, and even though it feels quite raw right now, you will be able to get over this, and it's just another part of life. And if you look at it in a sort of more positive way, there's always a lesson to be gleaned from every situation. So whatever you happen to be going through right now, just hold on. It's part of life, it's part of the journey, and you will come out stronger on the other side. Okay, Scorpio. Knight of Wands. Okay, this feels like you are going to be taking action today, and the Wands cards are all about action. They're all about sort of desires, the fulfillment of desires, of creation, very strong creation energy. And the Knight of Wands is a knight who is very fierce, very fiery and bold. It can also represent something happening quite quickly and a sort of in and out energy, you know, kind of like hot and then just hot and cold sort of thing. So this could represent you, it could represent someone in your life who's a fire energy. But definitely something is going to be coming along fast and sort of hot and heavy. So if you are working on a project, I guess this is a green light to go ahead and really go for it. Put all your passion and all your vigor into it. I guess just be mindful of not rushing into things too quickly. And sometimes it is good to have a bit of a plan before you really start to get into things. So if you can temper that sense of impulsiveness and that sort of desire just to do things without a plan, with a little bit of strategy, I think you could probably be onto a winner. So that's quite a good card. I think very action oriented. Okay, now we have Sagittarius, and we've got another Wands card, the Ace of Wands. Fantastic. The Ace of Wands is a promise of something new coming into your life. This is about a new idea that you might have. This could be a new passion, a new hobby. This could be about something you want to create, something you want to manifest. And with this card, it's almost like the universe is offering that up to you. This is saying that, you know, take this wand, and if you can take this seed of this idea, whether it is a business idea, or it could be the spark of a new relationship, or I don't know, it could be a new property, it could be something that's kind of being put out as an offer to you. It says if you take it and you grab it, it will grow. And as it grows, it'll start to bear fruit, it will start to bear leaves, and it will be fruitful. So it's definitely a sign that if you are thinking of taking action on something today, go for it, and it will bring a good outcome. The aces are really positive in terms of promising success, future success. So, you know, you do still have to take action, but if you do take action, you are going to get something really nice from this. So that's a nice card for you. Okay, what are we on now? We have Capricorn. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Cups. This is a really positive card. Sorry, not the 10, this is the 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is all about contentment. It is about basically standing back and assessing everything that you've sort of been working on. You've got all your cups kind of lined up behind you, and you can just take a minute to sit down and revel in this sort of contentment. It's a very contented sort of energy. And like in the card, the man is just sort of taking a seat. He's been working, he's been, you know, collecting all these cups, filling them all up, and now he can just take a little minute to himself to sort of enjoy those cups and enjoy all that those cups bring him. So if you've been working quite hard, or you've been quite busy recently, maybe you've got like quite a lot of energetic, emotional stuff going on. To me, this would suggest like for today, you can just take your foot off the gas a bit. You can just take a step back and yeah, take some time for yourself. Okay, so you might have been, I don't know, these cups could represent all different people in your life with all different emotional connections, and you've been kind of, you know, managing or going between these different people. But this would be, to me, just to slow down and just sit amongst your cups and enjoy this sort of contented energy today. And I don't think that will be a problem for you, because I'm getting this sense of this need for this relaxation and this sort of step back. So permission to go ahead with that. Okay, now we've got Aquarius. Oh, the Magician, one of my favourite cards. This is one of the, well, it's the second card in the major arcana. And the Magician is all about manifestation. This is a card of extreme willpower, of desire, of creation. And the Magician is really the master manifester. So if you have been wondering about something recently that you want to create, you want to start something new, you want to, I don't know, move somewhere, you want to just basically change something up in your life, this is a sign of empowerment to say, go ahead. You will be supported by the universe with all of the tools and all of the things that you need to actually make this dream materialize, and you will be able to bring it into fruition. The Magician, you can see in this card, he's actually got each of the symbols from the suits. He's got the cup, the pentacle, the wand, and a sword. And it's almost like he's got all the elements at his fingertips. So no matter what it is you're planning to do, what you want to do, you are going to have access to whatever you need to create the life that you want. So really encouraging card and a very strong energy for you today. And last but not least, we have Pisces. Oh, fantastic. So we have the Fool, which is the card that just comes before the Magician. So the Fool is the first card in the major arcana, and it's really about the beginner's journey. This is all about going forward with a new, fresh perspective, a new mindset, and with no baggage. You have literally started out on a journey. So it could be that you're just starting something completely new, like you've never done it before, and it's almost like beginner's luck, and you're just kind of doing it for the first time. Or it could be that you've actually just completed a cycle. Maybe you've finished a project, maybe you've finished up with a job, maybe you're, switching career. You're definitely trying something new, and you're putting your feet forward without any sort of expectation. It's just like, let's see where this goes, let's see how this happens. And it's definitely sort of this free energy. There's no fear here. It's just like, okay, throw caution to the wind and let's pack a bag and just go for it. So the Fool is a really encouraging card. I think that you will have everything that you need to kind of go on this journey, and you're going to learn a lot. This is definitely a card of learning, and you are going to enjoy this journey, because every new journey that we begin teaches us so many new things, and it really enriches our life when we challenge ourselves to try new things. So again, I think this is a really fantastic card, and it's a really positive one to sort of end this daily reading with. So that actually concludes today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that for whatever star sign that you are, that you can identify with this message, and hopefully it brings some clarity to your day, and it will help you think about things as they sort of arise for you tomorrow. So thank you so much again for joining me. If you liked it, I'd love to see your comments below. You can subscribe to my channel, and you could also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and that'll just let me know that you did, and I can continue to make more of this content for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. Have an amazing evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.